Hey, it's Faye. I'm at Macon Manor. Where the hell else would I ever be, right? I'm standing in the spot in the library study. Let me flip you around here. I am where this is on the inside. There's a little half bath here, and I don't know if you can see. Probably can't unless I go outside. Well, maybe we can see it over here. Aha, yes, you can. So right here, right around this corner, from right about where I'm standing, and then on this section of house on the outside that juts out, I discovered a major issue. I blew off what I was going to do when I came home today and have spent some time under and around the house, and I installed 2 additional jacks. The bummer is I've got to go underneath the house, and I just don't have time during the week. There's not enough daylight left to do it, but I'm going to have to, by hand, you see these, I'm going to have to drag a couple wagons full of concrete block and one of the larger jacks, probably 40 to 50 ton, and I'm going to have to go under the house, under the center of this jutting area. Let me see here, because that's a weak spot. The center bedroom on that side of the house upstairs has been a real issue, I could tell. Here's the second parlor. I've got stuff stored everywhere. We can see some wall and floor. I've been able to move some furniture out as I finish places of the house. But here, so that corner there, and then to the left where the bathroom is. So we're in the middle right here, and directly upstairs from about where I'm standing is the center bedroom upstairs along that main hall. And it has been sloping drastically. And I discovered from the outside, I kept looking at it and looking at it. I knew I had a low spot. So I just installed a couple of jacks and realized as I lifted the house to bring that a bit more level, and I've got to be careful and do this over a matter of days or a week or two, because I don't want to move anything too fast. I'm trying to limit what cracking and damaging that we do to the interior. But it's evident after walking inside the house, what looks so good outside, that inside somewhere along this bearing wall, and probably because the jackasses cut through this load-bearing wall without ever properly supporting it above to move that door from the library to here to make a master bath. The sheer weight of the house, I mean, there is 3 stories. There is 6,000 some odd square foot of house here. And all that weight pressing down on this load-bearing wall without a header, without anything to span it and distribute that weight to carry that load. I think what I have is somewhere underneath here. I bet when I go underneath my house this weekend, I bet I'm going to find, if I'm lucky, and I don't know how lucky I'm going to be, maybe pretty lucky, because I haven't heard any bad noises from down there. If I'm lucky, it has just begun to sag, and I might be able to build a pier underneath it and gently raise it. If I'm unlucky, there's going to be cracking and other damage, and then that might be a whole different thing. That might be a number of piers. It might be replacing a beam and a number of piers. I don't know, but I don't feel confident in doing anything more with the lifting of this side of the house until I address that. Right now, like I said, I don't think it's caused anything major. Certainly not any worse than it's been for God knows how many years. But I want to make sure that we don't do that. So what I haven't done yet is I haven't gone upstairs. The stairs have been traveling as they have been for a good long while now. Sorry, my fancy, not so fancy doggy gate. So we've had, oh, okay, this looks better. I wish I had come and taken some before pictures. We've been having the stairs, it's hard to see, the stairs have been separating from the wall because as this side of the house was sinking down, it was pulling them from the second story landing, of which you'll see. And I'm glad to say that I am no teeny tiny little girl, and I am not hearing, oh, and this is good. Let's say, I mean, this is bad. It's scary as hell looking, honestly. Look at that. That's scary, but we're still underneath. It's hard to see. We're still underneath this, so we're in better shape than we were a few months ago, but you can see what I'm talking about. Look at how scary that is. I had the inspector, because this was a special concern of mine, I had the inspector look at that, and you can see there, see? And he didn't seem to think that we were in any immediate, I mean, they're solid. I mean, they've moved. That doesn't mean they couldn't collapse, but I don't see it happening. He didn't see it happening either. So it scares the dickens out of me. But it is what it is. So walk down the last mile hall here. Oh, actually, that sounds, now I've had a lot, it's hard to see, well, just a second I said that, I stepped on a board that did creak. This has been really wonky and very noisy to walk on. It does sound much better. It does feel better. Again, I have stuff stored everywhere. And so here, I know I've got clothes everywhere. Oh, wow. Ha ha. This is amazing. I can still feel it. I can still feel it. But it is not nearly. This is awesome. So I actually did make this, when you stood here, especially at the part where you can see where the house is there, you can see how this is an extension that extends beyond that point. Severely sloped. It's still slanted a bit, but I'm telling you, it's minimal. Almost livable. Almost livable. If I didn't have on the other side of this wall a chimney, and I'm going to give that a few days, and I'm going to give that chimney another inspection. I know, stuff stored everywhere. I mean, everywhere. I don't think that there should have been any movement, but I am going to check this other bedroom since I'm up here, just in case. This has always been, because most of this room is on the front foundation of the house, which was replaced probably sometime in the 30s, sometime between the 20s and the 40s. And so this room is extremely level. It's extremely solid. There's that damn AC unit that I unplugged immediately after the jackass left, but it's got it wedged in. I can't get it out. I do feel, see, after where the chimney is, I do feel come into this corner. It is still a bit slow. Not much. Not much. This actually feels, I really think that I actually, this, and it's so sad. There's pieces everywhere. This, you see the side rails, and there's a whole bunch of pieces there. And there, that is actually a beautiful tester. It's a full tester plantation bed. I picked that up with my girlfriend Joyce. I'm so lucky to have the friends that I do. She deals with a lot of estate sales and really knows her antiques. And when she got that bed, she called me and said, we need to go shopping. I'll make you a deal on an amazing bed. And she did. Since we're up here, again, I'm not too worried about the other side of the house right now. Okay, again, I definitely feel a difference. A big difference. This room, we are directly above, when I started the video downstairs in the library study, this is directly above that. And this, much like the room next door, was very bad. And you know what, now, and I can even see by looking at it without standing in it. I'm going to stand in it anyway. This is, wow. If I put a level to this, I would swear this is probably super level. But look at what's happened. I don't know if you can see that. See that corner? I don't see it there. Oh, this one definitely here. See that? That's the price. The sheetrock they put everywhere in here just hasn't done really well. Now see, this side of the room near the hallway, really good. But when we get over here, when you get to where that part extends out, lifting it up, which I'm not surprised, because I mean, all that tells me is what I already knew. And look at all the crap they put in there to try to put a wall over. There's all kinds of mesh and stuff. It just tells me that they tried to make look pretty. Instead of fix the house, they tried to make it, you know, just slap some plaster and paint up and make it look okay, even with it off level. Something that I'm desperately trying to avoid. I don't want to continue as the people before me have. You can see right there, you see the difference there? It's because this center, I've still got that spot, but see here, this wall is going to be that wall. We've got that load-bearing wall down there. When they moved that door and they didn't put anything over it to help transfer and support that load, I think that caused people remodeling stuff without permits, without having a professional look at it. I mean, because I am certain they loved this house. I am certain if somebody had told them, hey, if you do that, you're risking destroying your house, I'm certain they would not have chosen to do that, and probably a number of the things that they did. And again, these beautiful corner protectors. For all the things this house is missing, it does have an awful lot of the original beautiful stuff still here. So it's actually, I'm a little upset. I mean, I'm glad I discovered the issue rather than willy-nilly just jacking this whole dang thing up. But you know, look at all the drywall damage. Gonna be good times here. But I'm glad I know about it before having gone to much of an extreme, or God forbid, having gone crazy and lifted it a whole lot, and then maybe underneath the house having it actually break. And so that didn't happen. So I'm a happy camper. This, you know, I learned something. I fixed something a little bit. Well, quite a lot. We made some headway. I hate going under this house. It scares the living bejesus out of me. But made some improvement. It was totally worth it. And the biggest thing was, is I'm so glad that I now know about that, because now I can do something about it before it becomes a bigger problem. I don't think, with no cracking or anything like that, I don't think it is not any worse than it was before I got here. So that's the amazing news. And again, I learned about it. I can address it. So that's what's going on at Macon Manor. This is not what I expected to be doing this afternoon. And I'm done for the day when it comes to this stuff. I'm going to clean up, make myself a little bit of dinner. I had started doing some beautification stuff. I'm in my gallery right now, the first 16-foot section of the main hall. And I'm just going to go around. It's really pretty in here, or it's going to be, as soon as I start getting some art up on the walls and some mirrors and getting it finished out nicely. And I've got a plethora of stuff. I just haven't taken any time really to do that kind of make it look pretty stuff. So after the grungy, scary stuff earlier, you know, and if I've got any energy left after dinner, maybe I'll work on some of that tonight. And I guess until I make any headway further underneath the house, for now, it's toodle-oodles. Bye.